Hello, it's Euan Plush Studios, and we're finally back with another Jazwares review. And why we've been absent for so long is because, well, they've been quite hard to find over here, at least the ones that I want. But today we have the classic Foxy and Withered Foxy Endo series set. And there's something a bit different about this. This is a later release, we'll get into that soon. I don't know if you noticed it when we're looking at it through the window right here. But if we turn to the back here, we can see that we've got the Endo, Foxy and Withered Foxy, and there's all the other ones we can get. We've looked at Freddy, we've looked at Bonnie. Chica's still not out over here, and we've just got Foxy in today. But yeah, we'll just go back to the front of the box, and yeah, there's not really much more to say. The glowing eyes feature here, it uses actually Foxy, which if we bring in the old one here, you can see that they used Toy Bonnie. They used toys on the old Endo series figures to show the glowing eyes for some reason. So yeah, they fixed that now. But I think we should get into this now. I'm just realizing now I left my knife somewhere. Be back in a minute. Yeah, we're not gonna get very far about this. So let's just go to the bottom of the box. Let's slice. And then that should be us in. Here's the backdrop, and interestingly here the instructions are folded up. Meanwhile on the other ones they were just a flat piece of paper that was slotted in the back. You can go back to previous videos to see that. Just set up our backdrop here as we do, and let's pull out our tray of parts. It's been a while since we've done this. Let's lift that up and get a better look at them outside the box. And yeah, you can just see the classic Foxy shell, the Withered Foxy, Endo series, Endo skeleton, and then we have the Withered Foxy here. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's peel back this. I think we'll take another look at the Endo skeleton, since we haven't had a look at the Endo skeleton since the last time we reviewed these, which was in like, remind me, October. So it's been like 6 months since we last looked at this Endo skeleton. So I'll give you a reminder of what it's like. See, just nice articulation. You got a swivel head. I wish that was a ball joint. I actually modified my Freddy to have a ball joint. Still yet to modify Bonnie. But his arm goes all the way around. It's on a hinge so it can come out. His elbow is on a hinge as well so you can bend it, twirl it around, you know, everything you want. The hand here is on a ball joint, but it's also on a hinge here, and it's on a swivel, so you can get a bunch of range out of that. His waist is on a ball joint, so yeah, you can get all the way around doing that. His leg, he's got hips that drop down. He's got thigh swivel. He's got knees, and those also swivel. And his feet are the special part here. These have actually been updated from the original release of the Endo series Foxy. The original release, people were complaining that it had 3 toes, and that only works with Withered Foxy. Classic Foxy is only supposed to have 2 toes, so we've updated it here so it can work with Classic Foxy. But the problem with that is that it doesn't come with the other 3 toes, so now Withered Foxy is going to look weird. You can probably just take some from another Endo series, I guess. But yeah, your Withered Foxy is going to look a bit weird if you don't have those extra feet from the other Endo series. I forgot to mention that his jaw can open. I just want to check his eyes because I've seen that those have been updated. Yeah, look, the updated eyes, so yeah, they're easier to remove now. And they've got, I'll put up a picture of what they used to look like, but yeah, you can see right there that they've got this like whole gap in here to make them easier to remove, because if you remember in October, the first batch of these, the eyes were quite hard to remove. But yeah, let's stop looking at this naked Endo skeleton and get the classic Foxy suit on him. Alright, so here's classic Foxy, and I'm just gonna be straight up with you guys. I don't like this figure a lot. I mean, it just doesn't look right, especially in the face. Like, that doesn't really look like Fox. So we bring in the Funko one here. He's a bit broken, so his arm might fall off, but you can see in the face he's got that eyelid. He's got that eyelid there, and that really helps the look of him. Even the Titan 13 one, if we bring that one in, you can see he's got the eyelid. You really need that eyelid to look proper. And his freckles, I think he has like too many of them and they go too far back. I mean, Funko, he doesn't have, well, he does, he has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on each side. This guy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has 7 of them on both sides. Again, here's the Titan. Titan has 5 as well, so I'm going to assume that the 5 is accurate and the Jazwares is wrong here. But yeah, he doesn't have the silver on the ears right here for like the Endo and all that, which these two do have. And we're just working down here. His mouth does open. I mean, again, that does look a bit strange. If we turn him to the back, we can see that his eye patch strap doesn't go all the way to the back, which is accurate. But if we're referencing the movie here, the movie used like a band-aid, I think, to hold it in there. You can see the Endo in the back there. That, again, is accurate, I believe. But yeah, look at that. He looks fat. He's got like a bit of a beer belly going on. What's all that about? But then we come down here, we can see that it's got this big gap here, which I know is for like the mouth opening, but they really should have painted it here, because now it just looks like a t-shirt. He's got the withering here, which is accurate again, but it's not painted, and the endoskeleton's not painted, and the holes are painted in brown for some reason. I don't know. And again, the gash on his front is painted in brown. If we bring in our Funko here, we can see that it's all painted in black. That silver on the endoskeleton isn't from the factory. I did that custom. Does he have the gold teeth? No, this guy doesn't have the gold teeth either. I mean, the only one that got that detail correct was the Titan here. But yeah. I've also heard some people say that Jazwares isn't much more articulate than Titan, but like, look at this, I'm trying to get him into the same pose, and look, that's how much his arm bends. Meanwhile, look at the Titan here, he's got his arm all the way up there. Even the Funko one, which we'll just try and bend carefully because this is about to break. I mean, it'll break, but like, yeah, you can get it fairly high up. Let's try and put that back without it breaking. There we go. There we go. Yep, that's good. And yeah, we move down to the pants here. You can see that they are the same brown as the withering. So yeah, it just looks like a continuation from there. Now it's kind of strange. Again, the endoskeleton parts under here aren't painted. But there's another flaw with these, which I'm going to have to actually take this apart to look at. You can see that these aren't actually molded in brown, these are painted in red. So like, if the paint were to start to chip off of here from like play, because these are kids' toys, you'll be able to just see the red poking out there, and that would look weird, because then it would look like his pants are ripping and it's revealing his fur, when it should really be, this is fabric under a skeleton, so like, you really shouldn't be able to see that red. Of course, he's got the accurate toes, which wasn't the case in the first wave, or the first batch of these. But yeah, I do not like this figure at all. And like, the main thing is like the withering, and also the face. I will show you how to fix a withering, and it involves a little thing I like to call a paint pen. I'll be right back. So I'm not artistic in the slightest, but I've just done the front here, and I've got to say, this really elevates the toy to another level. Like, if I can do it with my minimal effort or skill, then Jazwares can totally do this in the factory and make it just look that bit nicer. Yeah, let's get into Withered Foxy now. And so here is Withered Foxy, and I'm gonna be honest, this one looks even worse. Let's start with the positives, if there is any. Guess he's got some withering, that's pretty good. The detailing on the Endo, I guess that's fine. Not put them together properly. Yeah, I have. He's got an ass crack. Yeah. He's got a completely different hook from classic Foxy, and the only difference is that this one's a little bit more weathered. His head sculpt is fairly accurate, and so is his jaw, and that's where my praises end with this thing. I don't know, it's not the right red. The withering is even worse. This whole thing is supposed to be like cut out here, like all this dark red, except for this part here. Like, see, that's clearly part of a suit, but they still made it dark red like it's withering. And they actually did put some silver on it this time, but only on these little bloody wires. Yeah, he doesn't have any freckles, but I don't think Withered Foxy had any freckles to begin with. Again, his eye patch doesn't go all the way to the back. You can see there's even more withering back here. Again, his ass crack here. And he has the 2 toes. You don't get the 3 toes in this set, so they're prioritizing classic Foxy this time instead of Withered Foxy. When people said they wanted 2 toes in the Foxy pack, they meant they wanted both options for different Foxys, not just one or the other. But yeah, I really don't like this face. He needed that eyelid, because Withered Foxy, one of his biggest things is like his droopy eye. That just makes him look like more menacing. And also this is supposed to be like entirely dug out of his skull. Like, you've just made it in sort of like just painted it in metal. It doesn't look right. Yeah, I don't really know what more to say about this. It's a very disappointing figure. Again, he's got the same problem as classic Foxy, where the brown here, the brown pants are the red parts, but they're just painted in brown. So once those start to chip off, you'll see a red, and that will just look even worse for this figure. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna bother paint penning this one. There's no saving this without a Dremel. Yeah, I don't know where to go from here. This is not a very good figure at all. Like, I've this shitty 3D printed one, hand painted. He likes to fall over a lot because his joints are terrible. But even this, even his face looks a little bit more accurate than this thing right here, despite his missing ear. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like hold him up because like he doesn't stand on his own like at all. There we go. He's sort of balancing on both feet there. You can really see the 3D print lines on this one. He does sort of look kind of like crummy, but as you can see, like the cutout withering, it makes all the difference. And even this one right here, he gets the little 2 points down here. He gets those painted. He's got the legs there. And he's got the eyelid. The eyelid really helps the look of this character. We'll just sit him down or lie him down because he's not going to stand for us. Yeah, this is not a very good figure at all. Probably my least favourite of the Endo series. And speaking of the other Endo series, let's bring those in. Now, Freddy is quite the custom job. He's got those eyelids and he's got a ball jointed neck. We'll bring him up. So he's got a ball joint down there, so he can move all around. And we put some wires on Bonnie. You can see that he's got the wires coming out of his pelvis right there, and he's got the wires in his face. Still need to take off that top jaw and give him a ball jointed head. But yeah, even these two, despite their flaws, they look a lot better than Foxy here. Like, this is just a very disappointing figure. I was looking forward to it as well, because Withered Foxy is one of my favourite character designs in the entire franchise, but this figure just butchers him so badly. So, I mean, I think that's a good way to end this video. This is a very disappointing pack. The figures are really half-assed. I really hope they go back to Foxy and like redo him properly. But, I mean, yeah, that will do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.